Hi guys, this is me trying to reattempt to record the rest of my show tonight. So I'm going to try and get on with as much as I can and record as much as I possibly can. I left off from Damien Rodriguez. The question was, will WCW ever be brought back as a separate brand? In WWE's current form, no, I don't see it being brought back. They brought ECW back, but it was a very tamed version of ECW, but in its current form, no, I do not see WWE being brought back, WCW being brought back as a separate brand. What is your favourite WWE, TNA, WCW, ECW pay-per-view? Well, I never watched WCW or ECW growing up. When I originally got into wrestling, I only got into it in 2000, and by that time, WCW, ECW were going out of business in 2001. TNA, I've never tried to get into it many times before, but I've just never been able to get into it at all. So I'd probably have to go with WWE pay-per-view, and it would be WrestleMania. I just think they're the best pay-per-views. Would Sheamus and Wade Barrett be a good tag team? I think they would be a good tag team together, but whether they actually put them together, I don't know if they would. I see more of it being Drew McIntyre they would pair them up with. I think the only time you would sort of see Drew and that Wade and that Drew up is team up is if they made some type of British-Irish stable, and that's the only time you would see that, I think. When is Drew McIntyre ever going to be WWE champion? Soon, I hope. Obviously it's getting to a point where Edge is retired, Triple H has moved backstage, Undertaker will probably retire after WrestleMania next year. So they've only got like Christian, Randy Orton, and John Cena as sort of main guys, so they need to start pushing the younger guys on this. Oh, and I have seen SmackDown now. I'm totally gutted that they made Christian drop the title to Randy Orton. And Randy, get a shave. Your beard looks horrible. And next question, or next person I should say, is the man himself, the boss of OSW, Davin. Why were you such a diehard Cena fan in the beginning? Because I was 18 and I absolutely fell in love with him at the time. I just believed all the crap that was coming out of his mouth, basically. At the time I got back into WWE was SummerSlam 2006, and I basically believed everything that he said. He said I took really on to the baby faces, and the baby faces, he was a top baby face, so that is probably the reason why I was a fan of him. Are you glad to see Kong back busting some diva chops? Yes, I am quite happy to see her in WWE. I was actually quite surprised when I heard she got the contract, purely because she's not your typical Barbie doll diva that they expect all their divas to be. So it will make it interesting. It's quite interesting to note that she's appeared on Extreme Rules, Raw and SmackDown the whole week, and she's went for all three divas who are heels: Michelle McCool, Maurice, and Alicia Fox, who are all heel divas. So it's quite interesting. It says nothing whether she's a heel or a babyface on her not her Twitter page, her Wikipedia page. But yeah, I think it's good. It'll make the diva division more interesting. Why do you support Hearts? I don't know why I support Hearts, especially after today's performance. 3-0 down at half time. Come on, seriously? Are you kidding me? But that's just typical Hearts right now. I support Hearts purely because my family are Hearts supporters. My mum and my uncle took me to see Hearts versus Aberdeen in the Scottish Cup semi-final back in 1996 when I was 8 years old, even though I cracked myself during the whole match because of the fans cheering. I didn't like the noise and I didn't think I'd go back, but I did. And I have been a season ticket holder at Tynecastle for the last 11 years, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, that's the reason why I support Hearts, because my family do support them. Do you miss the old Bebo, and if so, why? Yeah, I do miss the old Bebo. OSW, I do miss it. I think it was good, you know, because that's where it all started, and you know we got to make polls up saying who do we think was the best in matches, and you know vote on stuff and write actual blogs. Whereas on Facebook you can't really get to do that. It's not the same. So I think I'd like to bring part of that over. Plus I was a mod on the original OSW, but I understand why I parted ways with being that. So yeah, I do miss it quite a lot. Yeah. Next up is Billy Strachan. If you could ban someone from OSW, who would it be and why? I don't think I could ban anyone in the current crop. I think it's more just banter than anything else. Especially in the live chat, we like to wind each other up. But I think if I was to get someone banned, it would be if someone really, really offended me or, you know, really upset me in some type of way would be the reason why I got them banned. But currently, no, I wouldn't ban anyone from it. Is it true that you were a die-hard Hibs supporter before they sent you a letter advising you to switch your support to Hearts because you needed cheering up? No, I think Hearts would send me a letter to try and cheer Hibs up because I live 5 minutes down the road from them. But that's all the rubbish, Billy. No, I'm a Hearts supporter and I always have been and I always will be. Do you want to see Cena or Hulk Hogan? Neither. Wade Barrett is in Edinburgh and requires a human arm to proceed with an experiment. Would you give up your arm for Wade Barrett? No, I wouldn't. Not a hope in hell. I would never give my arm up for anybody. Not even know how much I love them. I think the only time I would actually give up my arms is when I was dead and I was an organ donor. That'd be the only time I would be giving them up. Other than that, no, I wouldn't give my arm up for anybody. Next up is Jay Hunter. Is it true that you're a bigger mark for Momo than Billy? What? I'm not even going to answer that. What match would you book Wade Barrett in next year's WrestleMania? I'd like to see him against The Undertaker, to be honest. I think they sort of need a rookie style type guy to take Undertaker on. You know, it's probably going to be his last WrestleMania, get to 20-0. So I'd really like to see that. I know that one of the reasons why he moved to SmackDown is supposedly the rumour was that he was facing Undertaker this year at Mania, and that was the reason why he got moved to SmackDown, was because Undertaker wanted to work with him, but obviously that wasn't the plan. Next question is, can you list your top 5 favourite movies? That would be The Notebook, The Little Mermaid, The Lord of the Rings movies, Highlander and Under Siege. I think they have to be my top 5 favourite movies in that. Do you play any video games? Yeah, I do play video games. I've got a Nintendo Wii, but I don't play like Grand Theft Auto or army style killing games or anything like that. I prefer the likes of Wii Sport and Wii Resort and Wii Fit and those type of style games. And last week I bought the Zumba game, whatever you call it, and I bought this Disney style quiz thing that I bought for a laugh. So they're the type of sort of games I play. But yeah, I do sort of play video games, but none of the latest war style games. I don't play any of them. Next question and last one. What do you think of Momo's American? Huh? What? I don't even understand that question. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave this is going to be the second part. I'm going to record a third part because I think this is going to cancel out on me in a minute. So I will see you in part 3, guys.